So my memories are I'm one of the few people that probably covered a college football game and a high school football game in historic Ohio Stadium, which is turning 100 years old this year. Back as a young sports writer at the Chronicle Telegram in Elyria in the 1980s, like 1983, 84, I was in sports. I got the opportunity to cover Ohio State University, some of the football games, and crowds of 89,000. Yes, they were only 89,000 back then, and before the installation of lights. And the memory I remember, though, is 1983 and 84, where I was covering Elyria Catholic High School, which was the juggernaut of Lorain County and, in fact, the state of Ohio, reeled off 26 straight wins, including back-to-back 13-0 seasons, to win state championships. Covering Ohio State and covering Elyria Catholic, I had the opportunity to sit in the press box at the 50-yard line, make my way down to the turf as the games were concluding, and then conducting interviews either in the locker room underneath the stadium or on the field. Those are some of my memories. And I recall one other memory, a conversation with a sports writer, longtime sports writer at the Chronicle Telegram, who told me when we talked about, would Ohio State ever put in lights? And he said, never, ever will they have night games at Ohio State. Well, about 2 years later, they put in temporary lights. Games moved from 1:30 to 3:30. And then about 15 years later, they put in permanent lights. And the stadium has since expanded a couple of times. Those are some of the memories I remember. One of the Elyria Catholic games that they won the state championship, I ended up coming back to the office and wrote 5 stories in a column, and they also presented me with a state championship plaque from the school.
I'm a recent graduate of The Ohio State University, and my favorite memory of the shoe is my freshman year in 2018 when we won the Michigan game, and all my friends from freshman year and people that I'd met in Block O North, we all rushed the field together. I remember random people helping me jump over the bleachers, helping me jump over the fence, and all of us just storming onto the field, taking pictures. I remember vividly that Sweet Caroline was playing and everyone was just dancing and celebrating, just all brought together by this huge Buckeye win.
Hey, I'm Kevin Adelstein. I am a 1990 graduate of The Ohio State University, and I bleed scarlet and gray. My family bleeds scarlet and gray. I have 4 brothers. All 5 of us are graduates of OSU. Each one of us, other than me, where my children are still in school, have children that have either graduated from OSU or are currently enrolled in OSU. I have 2 brothers that live in Chicago. They have children that are at OSU right now, so it is a part of the fabric of our family, and I have so many fond memories of my time there. It was the best 4 years of my life by far. The friendships I made there, I was involved in so many extracurriculars, from working a radio shift at WOSR Radio to interning, getting my first professional job at a commercial radio station in Columbus while I was still a student there, being involved in my fraternity as a vice president in my fraternity, being involved in interfraternity council, extracurricular, intramural events. Just the time of my life. The campus is like none other, despite the aches and pains we feel as fans, enduring the pain and suffering of any given Saturday afternoon. It's well worth it because of the memories and friendships that are lasting forever. And professionally, we could not be happier to have a presence in Columbus with the Columbus Jewish News and all that Columbus means to the Jewish community, all the Jewish community means to Columbus, and OSU is a part of that very fabric as well through Hillel and Chabad and all the great things that are happening with the students on campus. So I'm so proud to be a Buckeye and have it in my blood. My daughter knows that when it comes time for her to choose where she goes to school, there's really only one choice for her, and it's going to be the scarlet and gray. And just so proud of my heritage, which OSU is a big part of. So go Bucks! OH!